Folks, thanks for coming on the line with us today. My name is John Dubas with Premier Marketing. We'll be spending the next 45 minutes or so discussing a new Medicare supplement option that we feel should be part of your portfolio. Lumico is a program that has been rolled out a little bit of time ago, but it is still new in many parts of the country and is an opportunity we feel may suit many of the insurance portfolios that you offer in your individual market. Today's presentation is being recorded, and it, along with other reference material that will be alluded to throughout the course of the presentation, will be sent to all those who RSVP'd to today's presentation. We thank you for that, and watch for that after today's presentation as the recording uploads and is converted for you. A little bit of background to begin with on Premier. We are a national marketing organization founded in 1968. That's part of the Integrity Marketing Platform. We have offices across the country. We work as an insurance wholesaler, working with independent insurance agents, offering contracts at the highest possible commission levels with recruiting contracts available for those who qualify. I mentioned we were founded in 1968, so that means this past year we celebrated our 50th anniversary, and that's a great milestone in any company's profile, and is a particularly enheartening one when you consider that our organization started as a small family-owned agency in a rural town in Nebraska. It's actually one of the cities that is offered or is mentioned most frequently in the flooding that is going on in the Midwest right now. We have grown from those humble roots to one of the largest producers of Medicare Advantage programs across the country in conjunction with the agents with whom we contract. We feel that is a notable accomplishment as well. Those offices across the country are noted on this map. You'll see that every state in the union is covered by an organization, and we offer our programs in all 50 states. That portfolio of products includes a full Medicare portfolio, including Medicare Advantage and prescription drug programs, and Medicare Supplement programs that are highly competitive in every market. That includes a full portfolio of life insurance and annuity products, including final expense life insurance and pre-need programs. We offer long-term and short-term care programs, disability income products, and ancillary programs, including dental, vision, hearing programs, critical illness cancer programs, and hospital indemnity programs as well. That Medicare Advantage portfolio includes all the big boys and many of the strong regional carriers that give you a competitive advantage in your market. That sentiment is echoed in the PDP portfolio that we offer as well. The big boys and many of the standalone programs that require separate contracting. That Medicare Supplement portfolio is huge, including proprietary products that we have exclusive rights to, and you'll enjoy learning more about Lumico in just a moment. Those ancillary products include the name brand offerings in each of those categories, and these are areas that allow us to market effectively throughout the year, establish additional streams of revenue into our agencies, and fulfill the needs of our prospects and clients as well. When we look at the Medicare market opportunity as a whole, you don't get on any of these calls or attend any meetings such as this without someone telling you about the aging of the boomer population and the flooding of the Medicare market with folks turning 65. And you'll note by this graph that it is nearly exponential in nature. What it doesn't note, however, is the fact that about 1/6 of the Medicare population is under the age of 65, qualifying for those benefits based on disability, and so the market is even larger than what is represented here. That Medicare population is also very diverse, and it is in need of help. It's amazing how many people know of Medicare, allude to it, but don't really know how it works and how people are affected by the coverages that are available through the programs that work with that federal program. But you'll see the demographics of the population include people that have a number of chronic illnesses. 2/3 of the population has 3+ chronic illnesses, and a large number of folks in the Medicare arena are of limited income. That gives us an opportunity of making certain that we have a portfolio that can address the full range of folks who need our help. And while there are a number of people that are of limited income, there are a number of folks that choose to stay with traditional Medicare and look for Medicare supplement programs that fit their budget and maintain their ability to choose any provider that accepts Medicare reimbursement. We see as people age into the program through Deft Research's Medicare Age-In study that it is nearly an even split between Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement programs, so it behooves people to make certain they stay current with the offerings made through carriers on either side. Some folks will choose to specialize in one area rather than the other, and if you are one of those folks that want to work with the higher income facet of Medicare, it's important to have the Medicare Supplement programs that are competitive in your market. We are seeing some changes in the enrollment period of availability as we move into 2019. The old MADP period went away, so that ability to drop off a Medicare Advantage program from the first of the year until Valentine's Day has been replaced by a Medicare Advantage OEP program, which is kind of a back to the future type of move, where during the first 3 months of the year, people have an opportunity to change in certain circumstances based off of this enrollment function. It's 5 more days, in all honesty, but it gives us an opportunity to do some different changes for folks that are in need of that assistance. To take advantage of this enrollment opportunity, a person has to be in a Medicare Advantage plan by the 1st of January in order to exercise this option. It can only be used once during this time period. And the folks that are new to MA programs can use this program in the first 3 months if they choose to make a change as well. So it isn't limited entirely to folks who are on an MA plan. If they're aging in, that makes a difference. Medicare savings accounts programs and cost plans aren't included in this option. So what can you really do? Well, if someone is on an MA plan as of the 1st, they can switch plans from one MA program to another. They can leave the MA program and go back to original Medicare administration and coordinate a Part D SEP to pick up drug coverage should they choose to do so. They can add or drop Part D coverage when they're switching plans within the MA arena. Part D is not guaranteed for an individual unless they were in an MA plan with that coverage on the 1st of January. And it isn't a continuation of a full selection of choices. By that I mean you can't change from one standalone PDP program to another standalone PD program, and you can't pick up an MA plan if you're only in original Medicare. It's not an extension of AEP. It's an opportunity to change the coverages if you had selected an MA program. There are obviously other additional election periods that are available to us to help individuals, and they are many and varied. What you have too is a change of the SEP programs for folks that are affected by low-income subsidy and dual beneficiary qualifications. And it's gone from a continuous election period where a person could change month to month to one that is of quarterly nature, and it has some qualifications and additional subsetting of the election periods as well. So where in the past, someone, if they were getting help with the cost of their medications, which is pertinent to us when we're discussing Medicare supplement programs, instead of being able to change month to month with those programs, it's once each quarter in the first 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter, they would use the regular change program moving forward. For those individuals who are identified as potentially at risk or at risk for the misuse of frequently abused drugs, this is not an SEP that they can use moving forward. So it gives us an opportunity to help the people that need the help. It also gives society as a whole another means to address the opioid crisis, which is threatening our country, our companies as well. There are subsets of LIS and dual SEPs as well, and we'll discuss those very briefly. But when you look at the overall get out of jail free cards, so to speak, that give a person an opportunity to change their coverage moving forward, there are many and varied. And if we look back into those characteristics of the Medicare population, you'll see that the majority of people on Medicare will qualify for an SEP of one type or another. Once again, the SEPs for those folks that are getting extra help have gone from a monthly to a quarterly basis, but it is a way that we can help people who have perhaps not evaluated their programs properly in the fall and are facing different formulary changes or network changes moving forward. That extra help is really important for us when we address this population of what is referred to sometimes as the near poor, because the value put on the extra help program annually is around $4,000. And if you're dealing with a population that is wavering between being able to afford additional premium for a Medicare supplement program or not, this can make the difference to you in not only helping that individual, but also completing the sales process. Additional benefits for having LIS, well, in addition to closing some of the gaps in the coverage and standardizing some of the benefits, it does establish that special election period for us, and it does trigger an application for Medicare savings programs, which won't be as big of a circumstance for us. Those are only applicable at 135% of federal poverty level and below, where assistance on the medication programs go up to 150% of federal poverty level. Those MSP programs, Medicare savings programs, generally are an indicator for us that that person is not a true prospect for our Medicare supplement programs, because it lays out the fact that they are of limited income. Here's a little bit of information for you on those different levels of assistance. When you have a person at 100% of federal poverty level as a QMB recipient, they not only get their Part B premium covered, but also some assistance on the medical costs that they incur throughout the course of the year, whereas Slim B and a QI1 only get their Part B premium reimbursed. These two categories may need help with covering what traditional Medicare doesn't, and that gives us an opportunity to look at Medicare supplements when appropriate, and also other means of taking up the shortfall in a person's coverage. This gives you a nice reference page for the income and assets test that a person has to satisfy in order to qualify for assistance on their medication coverages or on their Part B and medical coverages in the Medicare program otherwise. This slide gives you some additional reference material to properly explain these benefits. We do have a full training on LIS and MSP that is recorded and will be included as part of the follow-up to today's presentation as well. You also have some folks that will be coming off group coverage or out of the marketplace. We have a program that helps explain how you handle that circumstance as well, and would be generally a very good audience for folks looking to market Medicare supplement programs. One of the things that's changing how we market Med Supps moving forward takes place in January of 2020, and this is a result of the MACRA coverage that impacts Medicare supplements, where policyholders who are newly eligible will no longer be able to obtain Medicare supplement programs that include a coverage of the Part B deductible. So the C and F plans are effectively sunsetted for that portion of the population. It doesn't mean those plans are completely going away. They still are available to folks who are already on Medicare and can be marketed thereafter. We are seeing, however, that many carriers are aggressively pricing the G programs, and you'll see that the guarantee issue programs will shift from CNF to D and G moving forward next year. This just gives you a basics on the Medigap policy benefits on a side-by-side basis with 2019 numbers available for you. Any of the Medicare supplement programs that are offered through our organization are available to you through contracting, obviously, but also through a quoting engine that gives you an opportunity to help determine what is effective in your particular market. What is effective, by that I mean what is price effective, and gives you additional information so you have an opportunity to competitively quote and to offer complimentary Medicare supplement reviews, which give you an opportunity to market year-round. Because remember, even though coverages on their medications or on an MA program, they have them locked into a particular coverage if they don't qualify for a special election period, Medicare supplement programs are marketable year-round if a person can qualify for them on an underwritten basis. So as we speak to today's topic and we look at Lumico, we're looking at a program that has been rolled out very aggressively and marketed with the agent and their prospects in mind. These are programs that are available in the majority of states across the country and are a carrier that is rated A by AM Best. It has a 50-year track record in consumer life insurance. It is part of the Swiss Re family of products, which is a large global financial organization. So you have solid financial backing with the program. And obviously that's reflected in the AM Best rating as well, with a national footprint. It is also a program that enables you to access a straightforward language, a way of marketing the programs on a understandable, comprehensive type of marketing program as well. That national footprint, well, we see many states that have been approved and a couple that are pending a release and pending approval as well. This organization is working to offer their Medicare supplement in the majority of states across the country, and we see where they are available at present. It offers a ton of really well-written, easily read material that helps you in the presentation of the product and a way of offering the programs where your prospects and clients are comfortable with the information that you are providing them, and it's reinforced in the marketing material provided by the organization. Nice, clean, informative documents that are available to you as a contracted agent with Lumico. It also gives you an opportunity to enroll the folks electronically in a very simple e-app that gives you the opportunity to be very effective and efficient with your time, and also gives you the opportunity of having that application process much more quickly for both you and your client, and that gives them the assurance that they have the coverage as you have presented to them, and also gives you an opportunity to be reimbursed for your services much more quickly. There are a number of agents who still cling to the paper application. I am a large killer of trees myself, I will confess, in many circumstances, but I have gone over to the dark side, in a manner of speaking, with electronic functions in many circumstances, because while my native tongue is somewhat English, my handwriting style is more of a Chickenese type of situation. With electronic applications, it takes care of that. It translates that in a manner of speaking for me. In a previous role working for a large carrier, at one point in time, we had over 80% of our applications pended, and the chief reason for that was the carrier could not read our handwriting. So making use of electronics and e-application is not only more efficient, it is more effective as well. The agent guide for this carrier gives you the opportunity of walking through and being really comfortable with this process and the different ways that you can obtain and complete an application. As I mentioned, ton of reasons why you'd want to do it. One, you get paid faster, it's issued quicker, it's easier to keep the forms updated and current, it's very easy to use. In the long run, it saves you a whole bunch of time. It gives you the opportunity to track your applications in the agent dashboard as well. It also gives you access to a FDA database to help you with your field underwriting process and ensures that accuracy upon submission. You have a number of ways to obtain a signature for the program as well, and that includes an electronic signature where the applicant has to have an email address and automated bank draft information, but it gives them an opportunity to review the documents via email before signing and feeling comfortable with that process. You do have access to a electronic signature through a signature pad as well. This is a circumstance where the applicant is present with you, gives you the opportunity to review all the documents you need to face-to-face, and it does require the use of a physical signature pad. You do have a voice signature option as well, where the applicant needs to review the documents via email prior to the close of your presentation. That applicant needs to have the automated bank draft information available as well, and they can call in or schedule a time for a call for that voice signature. And then, of course, for those who want the paper applications, there is still the opportunity to complete that and get a wet signature as well, which can be uploaded, faxed, or mailed to the carrier. When we look at a key component as to why you wouldn't want to use an e-app with this carrier or any other carrier, this one particularly makes use of that FDA database that gives you information about prescriptions and common dosages that help with the underwriting process. It also gives the opportunity to have the initial premium drafted on issue or effective date, and the opportunity to draft that premium any day of the month. It too reinforces the strength of having an electronic or voice signature option available to you. Programs are available for your mobile devices. It's amazing how our telephone is no longer a telephone. It's just a subset of how we use it. Many of us view a ton of presentations, such as the one today, or additional material through our phones, and these documents are optimized through the programs that Lumico uses, keeping in mind the agent accessing the information in this fashion. Additionally, there are marketing allowances, bonus programs for you that come with this program. This is still referencing quarter one. Today's is the day where quarter two is being announced. They are very aggressive in the additional compensation an agent receives based on certain production levels. In quarter one, having 3 applications issued in the quarter qualifies the agent for additional compensation of $100 per underwritten case or $50 for open enrollment case. So a great way to bump up your commission and compensation for the programs as well. It also gives you the opportunity through some of the marketing pieces that are available to reach out to the population to actually stay in front of your current book of business and to bring additional people into your agency. Some neat pieces that are available for you on an electronic basis as well. All of the contracting for this program is handled online. When you express interest for the program and are looking for the contracting information, you'll receive an email with the link. It's a very simple process to complete the contracting in that fashion. Generally, when I speak with an agent, I'll make certain that they have the full contract as well in writing for their files, but this is a very efficient system in order to get contracted quickly. Much of the same challenges that we have with applications going to home offices are also some of the challenges marketing organizations have in contracting an agent, where some of us are neater in our handwriting than others. So it's an opportunity to prepare for success. One of the things that I want to make certain that we do, however, is give you an indication of how competitive these programs can be. This is a live demonstration of our quote engine that is available to you as a contracted agent with Premier Marketing at no cost to you. And it is a great way for you to use the quoting engine as a way of cross-selling in different programs, but also that opportunity, as I mentioned before, to make certain that you have the portfolio you need to be effective in your market, but also the opportunity to offer those complimentary Medicare Supplement reviews. And running it is very, very simple. It asks for some basic information, where the person lives, the zip code, how old they are, if they use tobacco or not, the effective date that you're looking for with the program, whether you're a boy or a girl as an applicant, and what plan type you are looking for. That is all that's required in order to get a quote and a quote comparison for you. And it lays out for you the different programs that are available in a particular zip code. You'll see that Lumico comes in very, very competitive in the Louisville zip code on a Plan G. If we go into another county, that's as easy as it is to change from one location to another. You'll see that the program is very competitive across the state of Texas. And in very many other markets as well. So it's a program that also gives some very strong commissions for an agent. They are based on production history, but street on these programs are at the top of market in every market across the country where the program is available. So it gives you the opportunity to generate the capital you need in order to be effective in operating as an independent insurance agent. What we'll do as well is for folks that have an interest in the program is making certain that we send you information pertinent to the markets in which you operate. And in order to go through each and every one of the states that this program is available with the commission levels would take a bit of time. And I want to make certain that we do things that are aimed at your target market as follow-up to today as well. One of the things that we want to do is also demonstrate to you that the benefits of working with Premier in offering this program is the fact that we do a lot of things that support your efforts as an independent insurance agent. You have an opportunity to work with a ton of different marketing organizations and carriers out there. We want to show you some things that can help you in your work with us. One of those things is completing an agent profile that allows you to simplify your electronic contracting with multiple organizations. There are certain carriers, specifically the one we've just demonstrated with Lumico, that don't participate in this program, but it does allow you to pick up additional coverages that can help you in marketing Lumico. One of the things that many agents do with Medicare Supplement programs is either mail or cold call in order to elicit interest in the program. Some of the things that you can do in order to get in front of more people is appeal to demand products such as dental programs, and you can basically create multiple contracts with multiple carriers through the use of Assurance Bay by creating that agent profile and then contracting electronically with multiple organizations. We also offer discounted errors and admissions coverage to qualified agents, where you can act as a true independent agent, where obtaining this coverage through this organization gives you the opportunity to have that coverage for any carrier that you offer, regardless of the upline that you obtain that marketing ability through. So it gives you the opportunity not just to add a blanket E&O that covers only some carriers, but a universally applied errors and omissions coverage so you are fully protected. We also offer discounted continuing education programs through our affiliation with WebCE in order to help make certain that your licensing remains current. We also offer for you a way of obtaining a means of protecting your income. As an independent agent, you have to maintain your own benefit package. This gives you an opportunity of picking up non-cancelable disability income coverage for yourself at a discounted rate with modified underwriting. So it's a great way for you to cover your income moving forward. We do offer also additional training and resources on multiple programs, not only on specific products, but also different marketing concepts as well. And believe it or not, one of them that's coming up, well, Walmart's around the corner again. I hate to tell you folks, but folks who have participated in that program in the past and done so successfully are being offered their stores of right of first refusal at the first of the month already. Ability to access other stores are moving forward very rapidly after that, and we have a webinar that describes that possibility. This, however, gives you access to some of the other marketing programs that we've made available and have recorded, and gives you access to those programs on a 24/7 basis. They are available through a list we'll send as part of the follow-up to today's presentation, but also through our website at premiersmi.com in the sales and marketing portion of that website. We do also offer additional quote engines for other products. As you had seen in the CSG piece, it has multiple types of programs available for you as well. And we also offer other means of electronic enrollment, including our Medicare Center program for Medicare Advantage and prescription drug programs, and a universal e-application through CSG Actuarial as well. For those of you who are active on social media, we have a program to put those efforts on AutoPilot through our Coverage Made Easy program. Additional details are available through the recordings and through webinars that are being conducted this month as well. Many folks are enthused and incented by additional carrier incentives and trips. We make certain that you have access to all the carriers extras that you can get in those means, but we also offer our own producers convention that your Medicare Supplement and Ancillary benefit production qualifies you for. This year we're going to Jamaica. 2020 trip is to be announced this very coming month. Lead support. If you are one of those folks that are a friend of Ma Bell, you have access to contact lists custom ordered for you based on different demographics that we work with in order to get the list clean for you, butted up against the do not call list. That's available to you at a discounted rate, or depending upon your contracting situation, may be very well discounted to gratis status. We also offer ways and systems to get you involved in the retail, as we have mentioned, but also marketing through faith-based organizations and through providers within your community. It's a great way to establish yourself as the subject matter expert for marketing in your area, and is something that is covered in some of the previous trainings on an ongoing basis as well. Many of the carriers also offer that marketing assistance to you in the form of generated leads, or through, as shown today, those additional incentives that Lumico offers in order to help subsidize those marketing efforts. We are piloting a program with internet leads that will be announced in the Medicare world here very shortly. And we do subsidize a portion of direct mail efforts based on performance. And that production allows you to deeply discount the cost of direct mail programs through our preferred lead vendors. We work in that circumstance in order to remain compliant in the eyes of the carriers with whom we partner. All that said and done, what we're looking for is an opportunity to work with you and earn your business. Lumico, we feel, is a great way for you to market effectively in many markets across the country, and we look forward to the opportunity of sharing specific details for you in your specific case in order to make it work. One of the questions that popped up just a little bit ago, or a little longer than a little bit ago, spoke about where the programs are available, and it asked if this program is available in North Carolina, and yes, it is. So we wanted to make certain we address that question before moving forward. So all that said, now comes the time to help garner additional information for you to see if this is an effective part of your personal marketing program for your agency moving forward. If it is, we need to make certain that we get you contracted promptly and put into your hands the marketing material that can help make this a success for you. One of the things that rolls through my mind, particularly at this point in time of the year, is the old expression of, when all is said and done, more is said than done, and that's something we want to avoid here. So, as part of the follow-up to today's presentation, you will have folks reaching out to you to make certain that this becomes a viable part of your offering moving forward. You can reach any of the marketers here at Premier Marketing through the toll-free number of 1-800-365-8208 or through our website at premiersmi.com. We look forward to the discussions regarding this product and others in the very near future. Watch for the follow-up that we promised. I thank you for the investment of your time today, and we wish you good selling. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.